Yeah, just keep going. I was on the internet the other day and I saw a video of a guy who taught his pet rat how to drive a little motorized vehicle. So I'm gonna try to replicate that for views. Today's mission, teach a mouse how to drive a vehicle. How are we gonna do it? Now, if you're not familiar with the concept of MK Ultra, let me give you a brief summary of what it actually was and what it stood for. MK Ultra was an experimental mind control program that took place during 1953 and 1964, and it was curated by our very own Central Intelligence Agency as a means of using psycho-hallucinogenic drugs like acid and LSD, they're the same things.
You should have ran with it, dude.
Using psycho-hallucinogenic drugs like acid to control the masses into doing their bidding. Previous test subjects include the likes of Charles Manson, Ted Kaczynski, and Gary Busey, I assume. Now, the MK in MK Ultra is actually an arbitrary prefix for the Office of Technical Service. But in this instance, it's going to be an acronym for mouse. Ketamine. I'm not good at acronyms. Step 1. Establish the environment. Today's experiment, we're going to subject this little mouse here. We're going to call him Stuart Little. Let's see what we got here. It's got everything you need: a couch, television, and even a smoke detector.
And thus begins our experiment. Stuart is hesitant at first, but it doesn't take him long to adapt to his new studio apartment. We want him to do other human-like activities like read the news and watch television before we can get him adapted to the idea of driving a vehicle.
Is he really just making himself at home?
Oh yeah, dude.
Step 2. Subliminally reprogram with media and propaganda.
He's playing Monopoly and drinking Pepsi. Yay! He has an understanding of wealth, but he'll never achieve it. He's reading propaganda.
Imagine he shits on the Monopoly board.
Oh,
You're free parking.
Following Stuart's consumption of psychedelia and alcohol, it was time for him to enjoy some mandatory subliminal programming.
Drive. Learn to drive. Step 3. Take it away.
It's been 3 months, and Stuart hasn't paid any of his bills, the cable has been shut off, and on top of that, the house is in complete disarray.
so much in this house. He just shit on the floor again. You can't fucking read.
Unfortunately for Stuart, he will have to face the ultimate consequence. Eviction.
Stuart Little hasn't done shit for society. He's refused to pay his taxes. He refuses to get a job. He has a warrant out for his arrest.
Sounds like somebody's going to jail.
Step 4. Incarceration. So Stuart's finally out on parole, but unfortunately he's also out of the house. But fret not, we're not going to let him live on the streets. We're going to move him into this nice van. It's no Jeep Grand Cherokee, but it'll do for now. And it'll encourage him to finally get behind the wheel of a vehicle. Alright, let's go check on the little bastard. Where did he go? Where the f is he?
Bro, look, the picture's crooked.
What the hell's all this right here? Good lord! Is he selling arms? What the hell's on that laptop there, buddy?
Oh, that's cocaine.
Cocaine! Who's he selling all these arms to? Al-Qaeda!
It would appear that Stuart's deep, dark secrets have finally been uncovered, and the boys would be forced to endure the horrors that would follow.
Bro, you turned him into a f***ing Nazi.
I didn't teach him that
Where'd he go, though? He's a mouse. He can't have gotten far.
Marcus?
We first arrived
Hey,
on
dude.
scene and it looked like
Turn on the
officers
news.
standing on a hill above
Doesn't matter
this,
what channel.
Earth mover turned tank were firing some pretty heavy arms at him, trying to find company first. He then made his way down Main Street of Granby and actually was taking out buildings as he passed. Took out much of the town hall, took out the library, may have gone through the Liberty Bank, and actually looks like he might have punched in one side of a new Liberty Bank in Granby and came out the other.
Nephew, drop 100 on the ground, bitch. You the Don Dada,
Now, a you'll stay with us,
Oh
he is
my
just
God.
headed westbound again. This is
Oh my
He is
fucking
just
God.
westbound into the downtown area. Right there. Maybe
What?
he's at a radiator he doesn't stop for. Light poles, buildings. He takes out the corner of the copycat store again. This is right in downtown Granby. And then the gamble store next to this became another prime target. He backed up while the radiator smoking.
Coco, do